If someone said to me they wanted to spend £20 million in London, I would advise them to buy totally uncompromised stock.
If somebody has a budget of 20 million, I'd say buy the best house you can for 20 million pounds that somebody else is going to want to buy in 15 years' time, because it's such a good, it's in such a great location. It's in one of the best addresses in Chelsea or Belgravia or wherever it is.
It's about uncompromised stock.
Buy the best. That's got to be the mantra. If you've got the money and you want to invest in classic cars, buy the very best classic car you can. Art, buy the best you can. The secondary stuff always lags. So just go for the best.
I've said this now for about a couple of years. I often wish I was able to invest in period properties, ground and first floors, in trophy buildings on busy roads. Why? Because I believe the way the world is heading, eliminating of diesel fuel by 2030, turning electric, I am of the opinion that these trophy buildings, which were often, wonderful buildings on wide streets filled with sunlight, once the whole world goes quiet and electric, you'll see the values of those increase substantially.
Personally, I would buy as much square footage as I can in prime central London, because the market, as we've talked about, has been static for a while. We think that there is huge potential for growth in prices as soon as the borders open up. So I would be investing in prime central London. I'd probably buy an unmodernised property, get it done up and ready for 18 months, 2 years' time, when I think the market will be higher.
An unmodernised house in Notting Hill, or a lateral wide house in St John's Wood or Belsize Park, with a garden, absolutely with a garden, or access to a communal garden. Definitely big proportions, good space, a good wide space. People want width, they want to breathe, and they want access to outside space. That's the key.
My recommendation for your client spending £20 million at the moment would be a good freehold Kensington house at circa £10 million with parking. There are very few of them around, and there are an awful lot of searches for such properties. I would then vary my portfolio and buy white stucco fronted 2-bedroom flats on upper floors with outside space.
I think one would have to look at, in a single unit, I think you'll have to look to see the type of properties that's being in demand at the moment and will continue to be in demand. And I think in Knightsbridge and Belgravia, you have a number of houses which are, again, in what I think are always in demand. And me personally, when you say 20 million, I'm going to cut it down.
I would spread the money. I would buy a number of different asset classes. I'd probably buy a nice building with 5 to 10 flats in it, each flat being circa 1.5 million for up to 10 million. And then I'd take the other 10 million and I would buy a very nice family house, circa 5 million, maybe 6, and the balance I'd buy a nice lateral apartment in a garden square.
If somebody asked me what would I spend 20 million on for the medium long term in London, I would recommend strongly that they would buy a house in St Leonard's Terrace with those wonderful views over the Burton Court and the cricket pitch, and a flat in Cadogan Gardens.
I would probably buy a property in St John's Wood that needs work and develop it and put all the facilities that I require into that house. And you can do that in quite a few of the large low-built houses off Avenue Road. And you can have about 10,000 square feet with a lovely garden. That could work.
I think that property is a safe and reliable alternative currency to invest money. It is a bastion and a safe haven for the family. It could be a pension. It could fund the next purchase of a property. I would buy one of the roads, Bishop's Avenue, Compton Avenue, Courtney Avenue, Ingram Avenue. I'd buy a lovely house